Good morning, everyone. So I went out once yesterday. It was to go to the store that was 5 minutes down the street, and it was not pleasant. But I was able to finally eat a little bit of food, some fruit and crackers and such. But today we're heading out. I don't feel 100%, but hopefully it'll get better. If I end up not being able to do stuff today, I really just want Nick to go see the city and let me wallow in sick pity, because I don't want him to miss out on stuff because I'm not feeling well, because he is feeling better today. We are heading over to the Vatican today because, oh my goodness, on the last Sunday of the month they have free entry to the museum. However, it is really busy and we were supposed to get here like half an hour ago, but our first alarm, the ringer wasn't turned all the way up, so we didn't hear it. But luckily I set an emergency alarm in case we didn't hear it, so we ended up getting up, but it wasn't until later. So we're heading over there now. This is the wall to the Vatican, and you have to have your shoulders covered, your legs covered, closed-toed shoes. I'm not allowed to wear these once I get inside. I didn't realize I had on closed-toe shoes. Didn't know my toes were unholy, but you know, gotta respect. So anyway, luckily it's early enough to where it's not super hot yet. We'll be able to go back and change. If I'm not feeling well at that point, I'll probably stay at home and force Nick to go out and see the world. This is the line. So it starts here and then comes around like this, and flips, and then goes all the way back down. It's like as long as a ride for Disneyland, but at the end you don't get to go on a fun ride. And I'm over here because the people in front of us started smoking, and I was like, no, and then I walked away. So now Nick is dealing with it, and so I kind of feel bad, so I'll probably go back. But yeah, we started like down here-ish, and now we are up here, almost about to do the switch, so better go get back in line. One of my favorite things about Rome so far is they have like these cool water fountains all around the city that you can fill your drinking water or your water bottle with, and it's nice and cold, and they have them like everywhere. We gotta show off that water, Nick. Even in the Vatican here. And it's so nice because a lot of the other cities we've been to like don't have anywhere to refill a water bottle. It's expensive to buy them in the restaurant. It's like more expensive than getting just like a soda or something. So I'm really glad that we can just get a water bottle and fill it up. I wish I had my water bottle. It's stuck in Prague still. Alright, we found some, they have like a little cafeteria here. So we're gonna try to keep down this meal. First real meal in like a day and a half-ish. But got some chicken and fries and bread and dessert and waters. It just kind of came with all of that. We didn't necessarily want all of it, but hey, whatever. That's fine with me. So yeah, we're gonna try to get this down, and then there was a woman that kind of put a sour taste in my mouth earlier today. I'll talk about it later, but I'm fine now. She's just a little bit rude. That's okay though. It happens. But after this, we're gonna see, we might go look at more stuff around Vatican, or go back and change into not so warm clothes. Alright, so we came back to the room, first of all, to change into something not so warm, and second, because that was our first like real meal in a full day.
Yeah.
Since that was our first real meal on a full day, we wanted to make sure it settled well and that we would be able to be in the comfort of the room if we didn't feel well, and so we didn't have to like walk back after. Anyway, so while we were there, we saw the Sistine Chapel, which was very beautiful. But because today was free entry to the Vatican museums, it was really crowded, and there were like a lot of guards and people inside going, shh, no phone, go to the middle. So it was kind of funny, honestly. But yeah, there was like a little 12-year-old kid videotaping in there, and they like pulled him off to the side and gave him a stern talking to. But yeah, it was really cool to be there. And now I'm going to tell you about the rude lady. Okay, so the Vatican Museum's open at 9 o'clock. We meant to get there at like 8:30, but we didn't get there till like 8:50. And we got into the line, and we did not move from our spot the whole time. Like, there was always one of us standing in the spot. So maybe this is where it came from. But anyway, we got in line about 8:50, took about an hour. So let's just say it was like 10 o'clock when we got inside. We were standing behind this couple. The guy had like this like British flag guitar looking bag, and then the girl had like this red hair with a braid and these earrings with a big bow on them. And then the people behind us was a family with a really tall dad and a really short mom and 2 kids. Okay, got that scene set up for you. And when we were in line, the couple in front of us started smoking, and because we were right behind them, it was blowing in our faces. Plus, it was really hot, so I just decided to go across the street in the shade and wait it out. At which point, the line started just kind of slowly moving. So, basically, there was like the museum, and then it came along this long, long wall, and then, excuse me, it came along this long wall, and then there was like a turn, another turn, and then where we were, another long wall, and then there was like a separation, and then there was like a little switchback, and it went the other way. So, when the line started moving, and they got to the switchback, I didn't want to have to cut people off and go under the rope in order to get back to Nick, so I got back in line at that point. And then Nick figured out if we just walk right next to the couple instead of behind them, the smoke doesn't go in our faces. So we did that for a little while, and then eventually they were done, so we went back right behind them. So the whole time behind that couple in front of the family. And then when we get inside the museum at about 10 o'clock, there's a vending machine and we were thirsty, so I went and got a water. And then we came back after going through security. So there's a little security thing, a walkway, and then some stairs. And there was this woman standing in front of the staircase, and we were starting to walk up the stairs, and she was clapping really, I don't know if you clap sarcastically, but somehow she was doing it. And she was like, "Wow, guys, really good job, you skipping the line." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, is this a line right here?" And if you know me, I don't even cut the line at school for cafeteria food if my friends are up further in line. It makes me feel terrible. I just don't do that. We're the type of people that'll stand and wait for someone to take their picture so not to interrupt them. We wouldn't cut in front of a line, especially that big of a line. That'd be so rude. Anyway, so she was like, "No, I mean outside." I was like, "We were in the same exact spot the whole time." And she goes, "No, it's and then Nick goes, "Oh, it was a really long line," because he wasn't really sure what she was getting at. And she's like, "No, I totally understand it's a long line. Of course you try to cut it and you merged in front of us." And I was like, and she goes, "But no, it's okay." And I said to her, "Obviously it's not okay based off of the way that you're talking to us. We didn't do anything. We didn't cut the line. I don't know what your problem is." And she was like, "Well, you cut in front of us. And then there was a family behind me complaining about how rude Americans are." And she said something to the extent of, "You're basically just perpetuating that stereotype." And I just said, "Okay, we didn't cut the line. Bye," basically. So we left. But it was just so frustrating to me because she looked like she basically waited for us just to call us out on something that we didn't do. And if it was a problem, she should have talked to us in line and we could have explained what happened. I assume that it's maybe when I got out of line and then I came back in line, but I mean, we were in the same spot the whole time. If she had come up and talked to us then, she would have heard that from the family behind us and the people in front of us. But it was also really frustrating. I think she was American too, but it was frustrating if she wasn't because she was quick to judge a stranger without taking the time to actually listen and realize that maybe she was accusing us of something we didn't do, which she was. And we shouldn't have to explain ourselves to her. And she soured her day by getting all worked up about something that didn't happen. And then she soured our day by kind of going like, haha, got you. And, oh yeah, back to the stereotypes. She was quick to put a stereotype on us. And I think that's how stereotypes often get perpetuated, because she just assumed that was true. And then she applied it to a situation that wasn't even accurate. But anyway, we vented about it a little bit. We got over it. I chilled out, which is why I'm telling you much later in the day. And I hope she had a good day. Or that karma got her, because she didn't have to make everyone feel bad in that situation, because it was really dumb and trivial. And later today, we are going to head out to a less touristy area of the city. Our Airbnb host actually suggested it to us. And the train is the 916. Which is kind of cool, because that's our area code. Anyway, we're going to chill a little bit more in the AC, and then head out.